Elon Musk is betting big on electric cars being the future, but Toyota just dropped a bombshell that might shake things up. They've revealed a new engine that could spell the end of electric vehicles as we know them, an engine that supposedly runs on water. Yep, you heard that right. Water. This bold claim seems to throw a wrench in Elon Musk's electric dreams, but can a car really zoom around using just water without any fuel or electricity? And could Toyota's water engine truly wipe out the electric vehicle market? Stick with us as we dive into the latest breakthroughs in car tech and uncover everything about Toyota's game-changing water engine. Before we get started, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on the coolest tech updates. The bottom line, I simply want to make every better car no matter what kind of pattern they have. Toyota is shaking up the car world with a wild new idea. A car that runs on water. Picture this. Through a super smart process called electrolysis, this incredible vehicle splits water into hydrogen and oxygen, then uses the hydrogen to power its engine. When the hydrogen and oxygen mix back together, they release energy to zoom the car along, leaving behind nothing but water vapor. No nasty fumes, just clean air. This game changer could help fight global warming and clear up pollution, making driving way kinder to the planet. Toyota says this invention is their ticket to a cleaner, greener future, perfectly in step with the world's push to tackle climate change. Whether it's a cover-up or just tough luck, the dream of water-powered rides keeps hitting roadblocks. Imagine this. Sneaky misinformation campaigns stirring up doubt and fear about new tech, making people hesitant to jump on board. But here comes Toyota, boldly stepping up with their water-powered car plans, and they're backing it up with real science. With their massive influence in the car world, a reputation folks trust, and a treasure chest of resources, Toyota might just turn water vehicles from a crazy rumor into something you'll see on the road. We could be on the brink of a whole new era. Why is Toyota doing this? They're racing to stay on top in a world that's all about clean tech and electric cars. New players like BYD and NIO from China are cranking out electric rides, pushing Toyota to level up their game. They're pouring effort into making their hydrogen tech smarter and greener to keep up with the demand for planet-friendly travel. Looking back, the wild history of water-powered car ideas shows a lot of fizzled claims. But the drive for cleaner energy, that's the real deal. Toyota's already got a hydrogen-powered car called the Mirai rolling around, proving they're serious about a sustainable future. And trust me, there's more exciting stuff on the way. Now let's talk about the big dogs in electric vehicles. China and the US are leading the pack. China's gone all in, pouring money into EV charging stations and factories, making it the biggest electric car market in the world. Companies like BYD, NIO, and Xpeng are driving the charge, fueled by government perks, a huge network of chargers, and top-notch manufacturing. China's leaders are dead set on cutting pollution and carbon emissions, so they've slapped on strict rules that give EVs a big boost. Millions of electric cars are flying off the lots every year, and their focus on better batteries and more charging spots keeps them ahead of the game as global EV champs. Over in the United States, big names like Tesla are lighting up the electric vehicle, EV, scene. Led by Elon Musk, Tesla's been a total game-changer with sleek designs, super smart tech, and a giant network of fast-charging stations called superchargers. They're constantly pushing the bar higher with better batteries and longer driving ranges. And it's not just Tesla. Classic car giants like General Motors and Ford are jumping in too, rolling out new electric models and pouring tons of money into EV tech. But that's not all. Toyota's also a superstar in fuel cell tech. At the heart of their green car plans are hydrogen fuel cells, which turn hydrogen gas into electricity by mixing it with oxygen. The only thing that comes out? Water vapor. Talk about clean. Toyota started playing with fuel cell ideas way back in the early 90s, and they've come a long way since. Today, their fuel cells are smaller, smarter, and cheaper thanks to slick upgrades in materials, tougher membranes, and better designs. Fun fact, Toyota's got over 5,000 patents on this stuff, covering everything from fuel cell designs to hydrogen storage and production tricks. That's how they're locking in their spot as a big player in the eco-friendly driving game. And here's a shining star in their story, the Mirai. Launched in 2014, the Mirai, meaning future in Japanese, is the world's first mass-produced hydrogen fuel cell car. It's Toyota's big dream for sustainable travel wrapped up in one sleek ride. The Mirai's been getting upgrades ever since, showing Toyota's serious about pushing this tech forward. It runs on a hydrogen fuel cell system that makes electricity by mixing hydrogen and oxygen, with a setup that includes a fuel cell stack, the power-making core, high-pressure hydrogen tanks, an electric motor, and a battery to store energy. The result? A car that pumps out electricity and water vapor and nothing else. One of the coolest things about the Mirai? It can go a long way on a full tank of hydrogen and fills up super fast, way quicker than charging an electric car. The Mirai is a real champ. It can zip over 300 miles on a single tank of hydrogen, matching what a lot of gas-powered cars can do. And here's the best part. Refueling it takes just 5 minutes. That's way quicker than charging an electric car, making the Mirai a super handy pick for anyone who wants to go green without slowing down. Plus, it's a total win for the planet since it only puffs out water vapor. There's no dirty exhaust messing up the air or adding to greenhouse gases. Toyota's working hard to get the Mirai into more hands. They've been tweaking how they build it to cut costs and making more of them to bring the price down. They're also teaming up with others to build more hydrogen refueling stations, so drivers won't have to hunt for a place to fill up. But Toyota's not stopping at the Mirai. They're taking hydrogen power to buses and trucks too. These big rigs show how versatile hydrogen can be, offering clean, efficient rides for city transit and heavy-duty jobs, slashing carbon emissions even more. And there's more. Toyota's dreaming beyond cars. They're using hydrogen fuel cells to power things like generators and energy systems for buildings, data centers, and other spots. It's a reliable green energy source that shows hydrogen's got potential way beyond the road. Toyota's big picture plan is all about building a sustainable future, mixing awesome vehicles with the right fueling setups and clean energy sources. So how does this hydrogen magic work? It's pretty cool. Inside Toyota's hydrogen fuel cell vehicles like the Mirai, hydrogen from the tank mixes with oxygen from the air in a chemical reaction that whips up electricity to power the car. It's a smart, clean way to drive without hurting the environment. A key player in this setup is a gadget called an electrolyzer, which helps make it all happen smoothly. It takes water, made of hydrogen and oxygen atoms stuck together, and splits it apart using electricity. This happens with two metal pieces called electrodes dipped in the water. When electricity flows through, it breaks the water molecules. Hydrogen heads to the negative electrode, the cathode, and oxygen goes to the positive one, the anode. It's safe, efficient, and only makes hydrogen and oxygen, no nasty stuff. The hydrogen then powers the car's fuel cell, turning into electricity that drives the motor and spins the wheels. A power control unit keeps everything running smoothly, juggling electricity from the fuel cell and battery for zippy acceleration and smart braking. The fuel cell stack mixes hydrogen and oxygen in a special reaction that creates electricity straight up, DC power. An inverter flips it into AC power to run the car's motor. When you hit the brakes, the motor turns into a mini generator, grabbing energy from the slowdown and storing it in the battery. This trick boosts efficiency and makes driving even smoother. Now, about that electrolysis, it's not perfect. Older systems only turn 60 to 70% of the energy into hydrogen, losing the rest as heat. But thanks to snazzy new materials, better catalysts, and some clever tweaks, modern setups hit 80% or more. Once the hydrogen's ready, the fuel cell uses it to make electricity at about 50 to 60% efficiency. Put it all together, and the whole process, from water to wheel power, lands at around 40 to 50% efficiency. That might sound low, but here's the kicker. Hydrogen packs a big energy punch, giving fuel cell cars like Toyota's a longer range than most battery electric vehicles, BEVs, and Toyota's not stopping there. Under their big slogan, "Let's change the future of cars," they're rolling out a bunch of cool new tech to turn themselves into a full-on mobility company, not just a car maker. Toyota's got big dreams for hydrogen, and they're going all in. They predict that by 2030, Europe, China, and North America will be the top dogs in the hydrogen game, with the fuel cell market ballooning to around 5 trillion yen, that's about $5.7 billion, a year. To grab a big slice of that pie, Toyota's rolling out some exciting plans. For big rigs, Toyota's working on hydrogen-powered trucks, standardizing tank sizes to cut costs, and testing liquid hydrogen tanks. They've also rolled out a hydrogen engine car in Japan, licensed for public roads to speed up the shift to carbon-neutral driving. Plus, Toyota's partnering with others to make hydrogen cheaper and more available worldwide. Soon, cars might really run on water. Will this spell the end for electric cars? Tell us what you think in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, and check out our next video. You'll love it.